Yo, what's good, folks? It's Charmander. We are going to attempt to rank every Enchanted from Disney Lorcana, including some of the prize cards that have come out. So we have all the chapters. It might be a little out of order. Keep in mind, this is highly subjective. These are just my biased opinions of ranking all Enchanted so far. We have Chapter 1. Um, 2 was Rise of the Floodborn, 3 was Into the Inklands, and 3 is Ursula's Return. I do think Chapter 5 is going to be really cool as well, but here we go. We're just going to jump right into it. Starting off with Chernabog. Too bad it doesn't like blow these pictures up bigger, but I do like the shadowing on Chernabog. I think he actually looks pretty menacing in terms of like the artwork. But I'm not a big fan of the character personally. But in terms of the art, I think it looks pretty cool. We have Cinderella, which is arguably put into S tier. It really does stand out. It is just very gorgeous. It looks really great with amber. I'm personally not a big Cinderella fan. However, just the glowing, the bright yellows, it shines. Hades looks really weird with his hair. Not a very popular character in my opinion. I want to put him actually pretty low. I do think they're going to have some sort of Hades theme coming out, maybe with Chapter 5, kind of like what they did with Ursula. Hopefully you can battle Hades or something like that. We have Kita, who I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of a lot of these characters. In the game, she has a pretty cool mechanic, but being in gold, I don't remember being in gold, so that's weird to me. We have Snow White. She is probably somewhere around here just because she's technically a Disney princess, so she gets that extra. Otherwise, I would probably put her in C. It's a little bland. We have Stitch, very popular. Disney seems to be just putting a lot of product out there for Stitch, and he is likable. Surfing. Kind of strange how the fish is like eating toast. I don't understand why he's eating toast. We have King Arthur, who I didn't really watch Sword of the Stone. I don't know too much about him, but in terms of the color and the artwork style, I actually want to put him somewhere around there. It's just I don't really know too much about Arthur, but the artwork kind of makes up for that. Elsa, as we all know, is an F tier. Elsa is she's up there. She might be at the very top. The artwork really stands out. If they did a bad art style, like I didn't think they did a great job with Anna. I think they could have done better with Anna, but yeah, she's basically the Disney Lorcana Charizard from base set. Into the Inkland, I think, had Pride Lands as a location, and they introduced location Enchanteds, which all the locations, in my opinion, get an automatic F tier. Hopefully Lorcana listens to the feedback that the fans and the collectors and the players aren't too big on the location Enchanteds. We have Jafar. I think the artwork looks pretty cool. I'm not really into snakes or anything, but in terms of... I actually think the regular legendary Jafar looks cooler, but I kind of dig the art style. It looks pretty cool. It's as cool as Jafar can get. We have Madame Mim, who's this beast of a dragon that I think actually looks pretty cool. I would say either high B or low A tier. Probably a higher tier if people knew who she was. People aren't too familiar with Madame Mim, but in terms of the artwork, being a big purple dragon, I think is pretty cool. Then we have Mickey. Amethyst has a just great purple color compared to Steel. I want to put Mickey Mouse actually pretty high up. I think he's up there right next to Stitch. We have Genie, and apparently he has an errata error on him. That might increase him as well. There's supposed to be like 1 or 2 swords, or vice versa. I actually like the Genie. I think he's a likable character. I want to actually put him pretty high up in maybe B tier. We have Maleficent. I actually really like the colors on this Maleficent. I'm not a big Maleficent fan, but the colors, they did such a good job with these colors. I want to put it low A, or I don't know, we'll put it next to Jafar for now. We might move some of these later. I'd actually put it higher than Jafar. We have Pete, which is terrible. I mean, we don't have a huge F tier, but Pete might be the highest F tier. Enchanted, I mean, no one cares about Pete. We have Beast, and I have a bias towards Beauty and the Beast. I think Beast belongs pretty high up there. If you look at the castle, the lightning in the background, even the art style, the colors, just everything about Beast, like he's in an action, you know, he's lunging forward, just fierce Beast. I think he's pretty cool. This Mickey from Chapter 1, I kind of wish they spaced him out. Instead of this Mickey really outshined this Mickey here. Kind of want to put Mickey here in C tier. We have the Sorcerer's Hat again, items and locations. I'm not too hot on them, but yeah, I would say it's a little less than Pete. Maybe even better than Pete. I don't know. Okay, we won't do Pete like that. We have Aladdin, who this Enchanted got a lot of like negative feedback, and I actually think it's pretty cool. I mean, I like Aladdin in Chapter 1 was really well, and I think he still has. I think Aladdin's still very, very viable. Meta relevance. I know people aren't using him, but I would put him maybe like right next to Genie. I like Aladdin. I mean, Aladdin was a big movie. And then we have Lady Tremaine, who I'm not a big fan of. I know she's good in the actual game, but I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of Lady Tremaine. We have Morph. This is from. People are gonna like bash me if I get the movie wrong. Not Treasure. Is it Treasure Planet? Not okay. Yeah, it is Treasure Planet. I get that one mixed up with Atlantis a lot. It's Treasure Planet. Morph. I actually use him in my Emerald deck, so I actually really dig him. I think he's very viable right now. However, I mean, it's very simplistic design, but just the fact that you can shift any character onto him, I think I'd put him right under Arthur. Again, as a, disclosure, these picks and how I'm ordering this is very subjective. I'm just making this up as I go. Uh, we have Maui, who hits like a truck in the game. So I'm trying to include meta relevance, but I'm also the character's popularity and like how much I like him, how I think he does in just as a Disney character, and the artwork. I think he's a little bland, to be honest, but I like that he's like running forward, about to like do some damage. I think Maui might be somewhere around here under Aladdin. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm putting Arthur a little too high, but I think the artwork looks really good. Might even be better than Aladdin, but I don't care for Arthur as much as I like Aladdin as a character. I might be putting Lady Tremaine up here too high as well, but whatever. We have Shere Khan. I think he belongs. A lot of them are gonna land somewhere in the B tier. I think I like the Shere Khan artwork a lot. I like it a lot. I think I'd put it somewhere in between Genie and Aladdin. I think he's a very viable card. He's a tiger. Maybe not as popular as a character, but I dig it. I like it. We have Ursula from Chapter 3. This artwork actually looks really nice. I want to put it higher than Jafar. Even higher than Maleficent. Do I want to put it higher than Beast? Yeah. I mean, again, I'm probably going to put it somewhere around here because I'm not a big Ursula fan. I'm just not. I didn't care for Ursula as a character. Just kind of gives you the EBGBs. But in terms of an artwork, this is as cool as Ursula can get. Same with Jafar. It's as cool as a villain character can get. Even this Maleficent looks really nice with these colors, the purples and the greens. So for Ursula and Emerald, I think this actually looks phenomenal. It looks really good. We have Alice, who's like giant. I don't understand why she's giant. Blue actually looks nice. Blue's a little easy on the eyes. Disney Princess. Probably higher than Genie. Probably higher than Madame Mim. I don't know if she really deserves A tier. I'm gonna put her at the very high B right now. We have Aurora. Now I was mixed on this for a while. For a long time, I'd probably put her like somewhere around here, like low A tier. And the more I look at this card with the Disney Castle, I'm digging it. I like it. It just whatever these like auras around her are like moving around. I want to say it's even better than Stitch. I think it looks good. A+ for Aurora. Although not one of my favorite characters. Not even my top 10. Probably wouldn't even put it in my top 20 characters, but in terms of the artwork, it looks really nice. Let's see. We have Kuzco's Palace. I kind of want to put it higher than a Pride Lands, but what's nice is that these Enchanteds are getting cheap enough to where people are putting them in their decks. They're under $50, so you can play with them in your decks. Here is a big one. Big Disney princess. Some people's favorite Disney princess is Belle. If I had to pick between Belle or Cinderella, I would have to go with Belle. I think Elsa still beats Belle, but I think this is where she belongs. And most people would probably put her like behind this Cinderella because this Cinderella is nice, but I think me personally, I have a bias towards Beauty and the Beast. Then we have Captain Hook. He is kind of a wacky character. He's growing on me. I wouldn't put him higher than Morph. I would probably put him like. We'll put him at the bottom of C. He gets a C- right now. He's actually not too far from. He just got booted down to D+ tier. Here we have Shisu. Kind of like a cool water dragon. Dragons seem to do pretty cool. I mean, just do well in general, but I didn't really like her as a character. But the artwork, the blue going on with that swirls over there, I would say it's somewhere around here. I don't know if I need to knock any of these characters down a bit. I might need to knock down more lower. We're gonna get a lot of B characters, so some of these are actually gonna get knocked down here, I think. Can always move them around later. I think I would rather have a Mickey over this. But in terms of this artwork, I'm just gonna give it a buy. I think just the style of art looks really nice. Probably even better than Morph. Should we put it in the B tier? Should we put it up here? We'll leave it there for now. We have Hercules, who I'm a fan of Hercules. I think he's pretty cool. Really showing off his triceps here, breaking this pillar. You'll notice we haven't had a lot of steel enchanteds yet, but I don't think steel as a color looks great. It's just gray and bland. But I do like Hercules. Might put him here. Yeah, a lot of them are going to get a lot of B minuses, C pluses. Peter Pan is... I know he has like an error enchanted. I actually have the error enchanted. I want to say he goes... I do like the art style on him. I want to put him right here. A lot of them are going to end up right around low B, high C. They're just mid. They don't stand out to me. We have Simba. Simba goes I like him as a character, but this is one of my least favorite enchantments from chapter 1 just because the steel is so dark and dreary. I wish they did a better job for Simba. Very iconic Disney movie, one of the best Disney movies, Lion King. But I don't know, the gray just, if he had like green, lush like colors and the forest, he would look way cooler. So we're gonna put him around there. Oh, and the Mari. Ugh. Not a popular character. I mean, having this beast kind of helps her a little bit, but not a fan of Namari. She is technically a princess. Somewhere down here in the D tier. Then we have the RLS Legacy. Somewhere down here. Tinkerbell. I actually really like this Tinkerbell. I think Tinkerbell was my first enchanted I pulled, and she's just giant. And I thought from the movies she might become giant in Peter Pan 2, but she never turned giant. Same thing with Alice. I guess they just made some characters giant, but only like these two are giant. What's the deal? Like, I don't get it. But I like the reverse of, instead of her being super small, she's like carrying a ship. I think they did a good taking creative liberties to create new lore, new design for Tinkerbell. I think she looks great. As a steel character, she's kind of an exception, but very nice artwork for Tinkerbell. S tier. We have Grammatala, who not one of my favorite characters, but I do kind of like the swirly swirls, just the magical vibe, kind of similar to this Arthur here. I want to put it somewhere like here, maybe. The artwork is carrying this card. Like Maui's a more popular character, he's more fun, but the art style is what, it's probably why I'm putting it so here, otherwise it would be lower. Wondering if I should move Aladdin here. We'll see. We have is this Donald Duck? Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck. I remember pulling this guy, and he kind of looks like a painting for some reason. I'm not a big fan of Scrooge McDuck, but if you were to make a Scrooge McDuck Enchanted, I guess this is how it would look. It looks like just an old-fashioned style, so kind of want to put him like, can't beat Mickey. He's like around here, maybe even here. Something like that. Okay, we have is this Belle's house? Somewhere around here. I think this just flying RLS Legacy ship is actually one of the cooler looking ones for locations. We have this steel Mickey Mouse blowing the trumpet. May not be super viable now, but maybe one day he'll get a chance to shine. Mickey Mouse is a very iconic Disney character, but I do like some of these other colors better. A lot of them are like low B-, high C+. I might boot Aladdin. Promote Aladdin up here. I mean, not Aladdin, Simba. Okay, we have Robin Hood. Where does Robin from the Hood belong? Growing up, I was not big on Robin Hood at all, but in terms of Lorcana, he's in all my still decks. He's such a good character. I mean, to like the mechanic in Lorcana, gaining 2 lore, drawing a card, 6 health, I mean willpower. That alone is making him want to put him up higher. Just because he's so good in the game. See, even though Mickey's more iconic, I feel like the art style, like it's just bland. I think Mickey's gonna drop a little bit. Yeah, Mickey's just dropping here. Okay, we have Along Came Zeus. I actually dig this card a lot. I think it's cool. I mean, for a lot of like songs, you would think they're like down here, but I'm gonna put it C+. I like it. It might even sneak its way into B-. Along Came Zeus. Such a cool card. You know, I'm not gonna do it bad like that. Here we go. B- for Along Came Zeus. That's such a cool card. I love putting it in all my steel decks. Bam, 5 damage out of nowhere. You can sing it. You have Zeus in the background. I'm a little biased towards Along Came Zeus. It has helped me so many times in the game. Helping you take out locations, some big characters. This is one of the Sing Together ones. I pulled this. I wasn't too happy to pull this one. I want to put it a little higher than Pete. I want to actually put it higher than Kita and Lady Tremaine. A lot of people love Kita. So, I mean, but the whole gold is just too much gold and yellow for me. It's too much. And it's not like this is like a scene from like the movie where she's like, she transformed in a different way. I would pick this Encanto one. Look at this family, higher than Namari. I would say less than Captain Hook, but higher than Namari. There we go. Then we don't talk about Bruno. I think for a song, I think this actually looks pretty cool. I mean, just a very like spiritual, magical vibe it gives off. I'm actually gonna put it like higher up here because I mean the song itself is so good. I want to put it like here. I might bump up Hades to C tier. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But I wish Bruno was a little bit bigger, but then it would be like it's a Bruno Enchanted. So I get why they have to make him a little small, kind of like Maribel here. I understand. Same with Zeus. They can't make him the big main character, so they can make an Enchanted for them later. And then is this the second star to the right sing-along thing? I want to put it here. I really don't like this Namari. I'd rather actually have a song than Namari. I know a lot of people will put Kita like somewhere up here, but I don't care. This is my tier list. She's good in the game though. We have our second Cinderella. Let's see, Cindy. If this one didn't exist, this one would probably be higher. But this one outshines this Cinderella. She is a Disney princess. I think it's very underrated. Kind of has that smoke mist that I actually like. Similar here with Arthur. I'm not a big Cinderella guy, but I really like this big blue genie. He's powerful. Okay, we're gonna have to move some of these around, I think. I might be putting this Madam Mim a little too high. Whatever. Maybe something like that. High B tier. Not quite A tier. We have Ursula. I think besides that other Ursula, this one actually looks really cool. She's got the trident and some other items. I would put it higher than... Look at all these villains that made it to A tier. I actually really like this Maleficent. But I like the close-up on this Ursula. I'm gonna put it higher than Aladdin. I mean, Jafar. I've been calling Simba Aladdin and Jafar Aladdin. Super Goofy. We have this one. We put a Super Goofy. He's actually really fun to play with. Comes in with Rush, does 2 lore. Even if he doesn't kill off something, he gets 2 lore. That's super good for Super Goofy. I want to put him higher. But, I mean, man, not everyone can make it to A tiers. I would say like B. No, he's not better than Simba. He's between Simba and Mickey. I wish they did a better job with this Simba card, man. It's not like I don't like Goofy, but I'm not a big Goofy fan. It's as cool as a Goofy card can get. I'm a little conflicted because I want to put him higher, but I don't think I can put him much higher. It'd be disrespecting Simba and Hercules here. Okay, this Diablo, we pulled this Diablo from Ursula chapter 4, and the art, I mean, I didn't even know who Diablo was, but apparently in the game, just an emerald, the amount of cards you can draw and like abuse this character with evasive, in terms of the artwork, I really like it. I mean, like, look at the different colors of green. It illuminates from the middle outwards, kind of a darker greens, black background, higher than Ursula, higher than Maleficent. dare I say higher than Beast? I really like that Beast card. Yeah, higher than Beast, higher than Ursula, higher than Mickey. I'm gonna put him higher than Ursula. I think he's just because how good he is in the game, he might fall down with new chapters coming out and things that can take out evasive. But in terms of the art style, you know what? Ursula's art style is pretty cool too. We're gonna put it right below Ursula, right above Beast. Mickey's getting up here just because he's iconic as a character. Stitch is lovable. We already talked about Aurora. And then we have what's her name? Ariel. I think she makes it into the S tier. If not, maybe like a high A plus, highest A plus. I think she actually makes it into the S tier as a Disney princess. They've used some of their imagination, given her some armor. Even though she's in steel, same thing with Tinkerbell is that she still pops. The nice red hair, Disney princess. I don't know if I would want to put her higher than Tinkerbell. I like Ariel more than Cinderella, but all things considered, I might even want to put like this Aurora S tier. And we'll just leave it here. I think just the iconic characters is what is pushing her up so high. Because if you look at the art style of like Ursula, Diablo, even Stitch, they have like, it's mostly just Ariel and her spear, so I'm not going to put her in S tier right now. And if you think about it, Stitch has like way more bright, vivid colors. I might put her below Stitch. There we go. We'll leave her there for now. We'll come back to this later. Is this Merlin? Where do I put Merlin? He's somewhere around here. C tier. That might even be too high for him. Okay, we have Jasmine. I think she's very underrated. People are ranking Jasmine like mid, but she's a Disney princess from Aladdin. Huge movie. I would put her better than Aladdin. I would put her better than Genie. She's a Disney princess. I like her more than like Cinderella and Alice. She could be better. People call her Fart Jasmine just because it's like mist around her, but I'm gonna put her up A tier. I know they could have done a better job, but like her green pants kind of goes with it. I'm gonna put her up pretty high just to like have a hot take on Jasmine. Some of the greens, like same with like Diablo, Ursula, like they really use contrasting different types of greens and teals. They do a good job with that. We have the Queen. The Queen was the first enchanted I pulled from Ursula's Return. Not a very popular character. I think Chernobog's pretty cool. I'd put her somewhere around there, right above Hades. Another Sishu. I mean, like, yo, we already have a cooler enchanted. Do we really need another one that's less than? Look how many Mickeys we got. 1, 2, 3. Do we need 3 Mickeys? I'm thinking. I don't like her as a character too much. Art style, it's like somewhere around there. Good in the game. We have Minnie Mouse, who looks like Mickey Mouse. I would put it somewhere around here. Low B tier. We have Piglet coming in. My buddy was playing with this steel Piglet, and very interesting mechanic. I think it's better when you have no cards in your hand. I think he's kind of cool with like just the imagined armor to him. I think he's like, he belongs somewhere around low B tier. I really like this Super Goofy. I'm debating if I want to put him higher than Simba. We did it. We have Anna. Where does Anna go? Anna... I wish they did a better job with Anna. She's like... Yeah, my hot take is I put Jasmine higher than Anna here. Very high B tier. Kind of what they did with Cinderella is they gave her a bunch of armor, and it's just so different from the movie. Like, they make Elsa so elegant and in a nice dress with like snow and wonder, and then they put Anna like this like clunky like shield and sword. I don't know. I feel like they could have, like, that's fine if you're doing that with Piglet, but if you're gonna do that with Anna, that just doesn't feel right. Because she's so like ditzy and like, I don't know. But just for her IP, or just not IP, but just for her character's popularity, I think that is what's doing it for her, is that the fact that she's Anna. It makes me cringe when people say Anna. But anyways. Okay, we have this wall. In terms of a location, I mean, I guess it's higher up as a location. I kind of like the fire glowing at night. But it's still an F tier. Would prefer any other character or song. Okay, well, I can't even read this. Ariel's... something like an aerial location. I want to put it like right here. Okay, what is this one? I can't read this tiny... Is this a location? Something like down there in F tier. Okay, we got to our 6 promo cards here. And these prize cards are only given out at these special tournaments, Lorcana tournaments, starting with Dragonfire, which I think is pretty darn cool. I have one of these, and the fire is just, I mean, oof. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so nice. I'm getting higher and higher. I want to put it like right there. The hollow, again, it's a little unfair because the hollow on these cards are way better than the regular Enchanteds. And I do love the colors. Oof, the more I look at it, the more I like it. We'll put it right there for now. Cinderella, like I was saying with Anna, the clunky shield and sword armor. I get what they're doing. They're trying to make him like a warrior class. But I mean, the colors in the background really look nice. I haven't seen this in person, but I think it really does look nice. I'm gonna put it higher than Dragonfire. I mean, the how hard it is to get one of these. But in terms of like just looking at the art and not the actual texture, I mean the colors look nice too. Maybe something like that. I don't know. These two, some they go close to each other. Okay, we have the Mickey Mouse promo card. That's a trash. Just kidding. Um, Mickey Mouse. I think they could have done a better job on. I think it's like a golden. I'm sure it looks better in person, and how hard it is to get. But I don't automatically just give it an S tier because of its like rarity and what it stands for. I mean, I'm just the gold plated. I don't know if it's metal or and there's only 500 made, but I think they could have done a better job on it. So I know it looks better in person, but right now he's under Fart Jasmine. Okay, I have a weakness for this card. Rapunzel, Disney Princess, beautiful artwork, higher than Stitch, higher than Aurora. I'm gonna say higher than Cinderella. I'm gonna say higher than Belle. Is she gonna top it? Like I'm talking about the like foil version of this card. It seems like it has more, like it extends past here. I mean, like, S tier, SSS plus tier. Yeah, I would pick this one over Elsa, I think. That's how good it is, this card is, at least in my book. Okay, we have I know there's a non-foil version as well, but this Let It Go looks super nice. Past Dragonfire, past Cinderella. I'll put it somewhere around here. I do think the Ariel, Stitch, I think these characters deserve to be put up really high. Um, the snow effect, but I mean it's a song, so that's why they make the character small again. But the colors and the job that they did on some of these cards, it just looks really nice. I'm still debating if I want to put Dragonfire higher than Cinderella, because just the colors, ah. Okay, and then we have Rockstar Stitch. Last but not least, I think this looks dope. I like Rockstar Stitch. It's a little too much orange for me. We might have to bump down Ariel here. Ariel's just such a big Disney princess to compete against. We're gonna have to move her down. Just to make room for some of these Disney Lorcana promos that they pumped out, which are meant to be amazing. I really like this artwork. Again, the more I look at this card, the more it stands out to me. I like this Tinkerbell, Cinderella. Belle deserves a high spot. People like poop on Belle. They don't like this card. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They could make it a little bit better, make her like bigger in terms of like the size to Elsa, but I like it. You know, she's in her place with all these books. It tells a story in the iconic yellow dress, right? She could be in this clunky armor like Anna and Cinderella. But this Rapunzel is gonna take the cake. I'm gonna say this Rapunzel is nicer than Elsa. Like, it really does stand out. But I don't have the foil version, just the non-foil. But still, yeah, it looks so nice. I'm gonna put her higher than Elsa. This is in my book. How I would rank the Disney Lorcana Enchanted cards. All those locations, all these locations, and then the Mickey hat, Pete, F tier, Tremaine, Kita. Yeah, I really don't like Namari. Scrooge McDuck. Just kind of double checking to see if this is what I wanna. If I want to move anything around. Hades, Queen, Chernabog. This Mickey, there's just... If there wasn't this Mickey Mouse, then this one would get bumped higher. This one kind of could compete with this one. These two Mickeys are kind of similar. I actually want to put this Mickey a little lower, I think. Then we have Snow White. Again, I'm just not a big fan of Snow White. She probably deserves a little higher spot, maybe bigger than Morph, but I like that Morph, you can shift anything on him. That makes, you know, the fact that his ability goes in line with his Disney movie abilities, I like that. You know how they make, like, Snow White a singer. Long Came Zeus is nice. I think I actually dig it more than Minnie Mouse. That's how much I like it. Then we have some other, like, average characters, except Simba. We talked about him. Goofy. I think Super Goof might actually outclass Hercules. Peter Pan. I mean, the art style does look nice. I mean, again, this is in the B tier, which is, I mean, it's not quite A, it's not C, it's somewhere in between. We have Robin Hood, really fun card in the game, but kind of a bland background. We have Maui, Grandma, Aladdin, Arthur, Shere Khan, Genie, Madam Mim. I don't know if I'm putting Madam Mim too high. I think it looks nice. Just, it's as cool as a Madam Mim card can get. Like, just a dragon looking backwards. We have Cinderella. Do I want to put Cinderella higher than Alice? No. I think Alice is fine here. High B tier. Anna, same thing, high B tier. Almost hitting that A- tier, but again, until I see this card in person, I'm a little disappointed. I think they could have done a better job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I put this one way up here. I'm just not too sure about this one. Sure, I would rather have this one over Fart Jasmine, but in terms of just, like, there's no color on it. I want to see color. We have Jasmine. I'll put her higher than Jafar. I'll put her higher than Ursula. Okay, not higher than this Maleficent. This Maleficent is just... Look at those colors. Then we have Beast, Diablo, Ursula, Mickey. I might be putting this Ariel too high. It's possible, but that's how likable Ariel is as a character. I mean, I can see why people would put her a little bit lower. But she's a Disney princess. Would you rather pull a Diablo or an Ariel? Probably an Ariel. But in terms of the art style, Diablo looks pretty cool with these colors. So I'm not sure where this one belongs, but I want to put her somewhere around here. They did a really good job on this Ursula with the Flotsam and Jetsam. It's kind of like a toxic green. Then we have Mickey, Cindy, Dragonfire. Again, I'm kind of Not sure which order put these, but I really like this Dragonfire. Let It Go looks nice too. A little disappointed in Cinderella. I think they could have just made her. Man, how many Cinderella Enchanteds do we have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Someone that works for Lorcana really likes Cinderella. I'm glad they made this one. And then we have Rockstar Stitch. I think the regular Stitch looks nice over its promo. And then we have Aurora, Tinkerbell, Cinderella, Belle, Elsa. My hot take is this Rapunzel beats the Elsa. I mean, right now it's worth like, I mean, it's gone down from like over 10k. I think it's at like 3 to 5k, somewhere around there. It's dropping. They're gonna print more of these prize cards. More and more of them are gonna be available, so just have to be patient, because there's a lot of tournaments that they're giving these out at. But in terms of the artwork, I think they did a great job on this Rapunzel card. Anyways, that is it for my tier list of all the Disney Lorcana Enchanted so far. We might make a video with another chapter or two, but as it stands, personally, this is how I would rank all the Enchanteds from Lorcana. Anyways, make sure you guys find me on Instagram under Charmander, TikTok, eBay. Like, comment, subscribe. And thanks to everyone who's already subscribed to the channel. Stay tuned for more Lorcana videos. Thanks for watching.